Today's story is about the Wakayama poison curry incident that occurred at a summer festival in Wakayama Prefecture, Japan, in 1998, where curry was served, resulting in the deaths of 4 people and the hospitalization of 63 others. The culprit was Masumi Hayashi, but there were some uncertainties about her being the perpetrator. On July 25, 1998, at the summer festival held in Wakayama Prefecture, people were in a festive mood. They gathered to forget their hard work for the day and to wish for future happiness. While everyone was enjoying the festival, curry was served, and everyone welcomed it. People either ate the curry on the spot or took it home. However, as soon as they ate the curry, they experienced stomach pains and collapsed. Those who sensed something was wrong with the curry told others to stop eating it, but many had already taken bites. About 67 people complained of stomach pains and vomited, and they were immediately taken to the hospital. Tragically, 4 people, including the council president, vice president of Wakayama, a high school freshman girl, and an elementary school 4th grade boy, died. Initially, the police suspected mass food poisoning based on testimonies of people who had eaten the curry and vomited. However, upon investigation, arsenic was detected in the curry. Arsenic typically has no smell, so people were unaware of it until they experienced adverse reactions after eating the curry. It seemed highly likely that someone had added arsenic to the curry with the intent to commit indiscriminate murder. The police investigated not only those who made the curry but also villagers who could have accessed it, and on December 9, 1998, they arrested a woman named Masumi Hayashi. She had already been arrested on October 4 for insurance fraud and attempted murder and was rearrested as a suspect in the poison curry case. In 1983, Masumi married a man named Kenji. After their marriage, her husband became addicted to gambling and did not work. She worked hard alone to save money. She was working as an insurance agent and discovered loopholes in insurance policies. One day, when her husband accidentally broke his leg, they claimed compensation from the insurance company, stating he was injured in a motorcycle accident. In October 1995, when her mother died of a brain hemorrhage caused by cancer, she received over $1 million in insurance money, and she saw this as a new way to make money. She thought she could make money more easily and comfortably by collecting insurance money without having to work hard. Later, she staged a bicycle accident and had her husband hospitalized for arsenic poisoning to receive insurance compensation, acquiring a lot of money. After that, she used her experience in insurance sales to target victims for insurance fraud. In 1998, after contracting to buy an expensive resort mansion, she fed a friend udon noodles laced with arsenic in an attempt to claim insurance money. Although she wasn't caught for this incident at the time, her attempted murder was in March 1998, and the poison curry incident occurred in July 1998, using the same poison, which led the police to suspect Masumi and her husband. She was particularly suspected because she had helped make the curry on the day of the festival, leading to her arrest for murder. During the investigation, it was revealed that she had committed a total of 4 insurance frauds using the same method from February 1997 to March 1998. There were, of course, several other reasons why the police considered her the perpetrator of the poison curry incident. Arsenic found in a paper cup near the curry-making site was also discovered at her home. Additionally, a high concentration of arsenic was detected on her feet, and there were witnesses who reported her suspicious behavior, such as opening the lid of the pot containing the curry even after the cooking was finished. The police concluded that she harbored resentment because the villagers didn't like her and no one spoke to her, leading her to develop a victim mentality and plan a mass murder. They believed that she took advantage of the village festival to execute her plan by adding poison to the curry. Although there was no direct evidence, during the trial on May 13, 1999, the prosecution presented circumstantial evidence and sought the death penalty for her. She claimed innocence, but after a trial that lasted 3 years and 7 months, on December 11, 2002, the Wakayama District Court acknowledged her crime, stating that the loss of 4 lives was too grave and the anguish of the bereaved families must be remembered, sentencing her to death as requested. She appealed, but on June 28, 2005, the Osaka High Court upheld the decision, stating there was no doubt about her being the perpetrator. She admitted to the prior insurance fraud and attempted murder for financial gain but insisted there was no reason for her to poison the curry, and she appealed to the Supreme Court. However, on May 19, 2009, the Supreme Court confirmed her death sentence. Meanwhile, her husband, who was also imprisoned, was released in June 2005, having been convicted only of the insurance fraud. At first glance, this seems like a case where a perpetrator of indiscriminate murder was caught and sentenced, but there were many peculiarities about this case. The lack of direct evidence and the unclear motive for the crime were major issues. Some people claimed she was wrongfully accused of someone else's crime. The most troubling aspect was that Masumi, who had committed crimes for insurance money in the past, was unlikely to poison the curry without any benefit. While there are indeed people who commit incomprehensible crimes, Masumi had always committed crimes solely for her own benefit. There was no advantage for her in the poison curry incident. In August 2015, a journalist interviewed Masumi in prison. According to her, she remained silent during the first trial to prioritize getting her husband, who was also arrested for insurance fraud, released first so he could take care of their children. She said, "Why would I put poison in the curry? If it weren't for that incident, we would have built our mansion by now." Indeed, she had gained a lot of money from insurance fraud and had no reason to cause the poison incident. The arsenic found at her home was the most compelling evidence, leading to her death sentence. However, one expert noted that the arsenic found at her home did not match the arsenic found in the curry, and there were issues with the methods used to analyze the poison at the time. And her husband also actively claimed her innocence. In a 2019 interview, he alleged that he had made a deal with the police, who suggested that if he testified that Masumi had given him arsenic, the prosecution would reduce his sentence. Additionally, the witness who supposedly saw her touch the pot of curry on the day of the incident never appeared in court. All these circumstances raised further doubts about whether she had really committed the crime. After the incident, angry citizens frequently broke into her house at night to graffiti words like "murderer," "get out now," and "demon" on the walls. Eventually, a bigger incident occurred. On February 16, 2000, at 4:30 a.m., Masumi's house was set on fire. A nearby company worker discovered the fire and immediately reported it, but the blaze continued for nearly an hour, completely burning down the house. 23 years after the incident, on June 9, 2021, another tragedy struck the suspect's family. Masumi's 37-year-old eldest daughter jumped into the sea from a bridge at Kansai International Airport, holding her 4-year-old daughter. A few hours earlier, her 16-year-old daughter had died in a hospital, and a post-mortem examination revealed that the cause was abuse by her parents. In other words, after causing her daughter's death through abuse, she committed suicide. Although more than 20 years have passed since this incident, its aftermath and questions remain. Additionally, it is said that schools in Wakayama Prefecture no longer serve curry in their school lunches because of this incident. The 63 survivors who ate the curry at that time still avoid eating curry to this day.